I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. Yo, it's Grind and Unwind. Episode 51, son. Hope everybody's feeling well, doing well. You know, Ventura's coming up next month, 30 days. Make sure you get your ticket, man. You do not want to miss that, okay? Do not miss Ventura's literally lit. Cascade, Liz. And you know what's even crazier? Nobody asked me to read that promo, son. I did that. Back in the day, we was in the room and there was a smell in the air and Wiz Khalifa was playing. So this is going to be big for me. Shout out Wiz, man. I want to bring in somebody right now who literally, when I skate with him in person, I actually question whether it's switch or regular. But now he's been my friend for a long time. He's really good people. And I'm almost positive you're going to enjoy him too. Ladies and gentlemen, skateboarders, everybody, people, little, big, medium, however, humans, breathers, all breathers. There you go, because you got to breathe to live. All breathers, Tanner Burzinski.
We're breathing.
Yeah.
Fucking W's in the chat. W's in the fucking chat.
Oh, they do it. Yeah.
There it is. I see some dubs. I see some fucking dubs in the chat. Let's go.
You see them. You're there. We're
Look
here.
Look at the dubs.
That's crazy, huh? Look, it actually happened when you say it. Yo, Tanner, how's it been, man? How you feeling?
It's been good, man. It's been good. No complaints.
Man, bro. First off, you've been kind of on a roll. You know, turned pro recently. You've been putting in a lot of directorial work, doing skits. We're gonna get into all that. Heard you've been like actually helping plan out skits and things like that. That might have been false information, which is fine, but it's cool. We can lie and then just say you got that, and then all of a sudden you're working for CBS in 5 years. It's all good. Don't say nothing. Listen,
it happens.
Tanner, life, man, yours. Where does it begin?
It begins in San Diego. Majority of my growing up was in Carlsbad, which is a small beach town in North San Diego, near the Camp Pendleton, near the military base, like Navy and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, I just grew up around there. Got into skating. It's my brother skates, so I was just trying to do whatever he was doing, you know.
Your brother skates. Who's your brother, Tanner?
My half brother is Riley Hawk.
And who is Riley Hawk's dad, Tanner?
Tony Hawk.
So you were raised near the Navy. Probably seen some stuff in the sky.
Near the Navy. Raised near the Navy is an accolade or a accolade that hasn't come with my name before.
You raised near a Navy base, and then you wanted to skate like your brother, who happens to be Riley Hawk, who's the son of Tony Hawk. So that makes Tony your stepfather, in a sense.
No,
not really.
No blood relation. Because me and Riley just have the same mom.
That's what I'm saying. So in the streets, that makes whoever's daddy is doing the best your daddy. All right, in the street, hey, off rip.
Yeah.
If your daddy doing more fire than the other daddy, you be like, that's my dad right there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, my dad the GOAT, bro. Don't get it fucked up. Shout out my dad, bro.
I ain't say that.
No, chill now.
You also not in the streets. You was raised near the Navy. I said in the streets, that's how we claim. You was raised near the Navy. That's not the streets. If people was acting crazy near the Navy will wipe the streets out. So how you had it, it's fine. Listen to me. Bear with me. So you how old were you when you got into skating? Because I know Riley was damn near born on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably pretty similar. My mom has a photo of me at the skate park in 1999, which is at 3 or
4 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. So, sometime before then, I like vaguely remember the first time going down the driveway, like standing up, and I'm pretty sure we moved out of that house like right when I would turn 4 or before that. So maybe 2 or 3 or 3, probably 3.
Yeah. Can you do you remember the experience of having Riley as your brother? Because he was going through all these things, you know, and like trying to grow up and things like that. And like, I know not skate pressure really, because he was kind of chilling, but like early on, do you remember any of that stuff too?
No, early on, it's just like you just want to be better than your brother at shit. Like you guys are just
Yeah,
competitive and shit, you know.
that's
So
fair.
like I'm just trying to beat him at whatever we're into at the
Whatever's going on.
time. I'm just trying to get as good as it. But he was always fucking better. Like he's
Yeah.
just always he's so talented and everything he picks up he figures out super fast and he gets super psycho about it and like all in and just like yeah. But it's helped me get pretty good at some things along the way trying to keep up. So that's
So
always been
like
good.
literally to like go 180 from all of that, you yourself are super good at skateboarding. Now, you're a
Thank you.
very humble human. I understand that. I know you're very humble and you respect everything that comes. But bro, and you're also just multifaceted too. Like you picked up a lot of talents. So early on, was skateboarding your only focus, or what else did you dip into early on in life?
No, when me and Riley were younger, we were like into baseball, basketball, dirt biking, golfing, like
Yeah,
all time. Because my dad is like a sports guy. He's a big athlete. Like so he my dad. So
biological.
like
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So like when I would go to my dad's, if Riley wanted to come with us when we were kids, or like he liked going to hang with my dad because we would do those like other things, you know. He would
yeah.
take us dirt biking and Riley still does that to this day, like a lot. But just yeah, we were into all kinds of shit. BMXing for a little, like building dirt jumps all around our neighborhood wherever there was an empty lot, or just always trying to do something. Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Paintballing. There's been so many little phases of our childhood that we were just like so into some little weird thing.
And did skateboarding feel forced at all, or was it like a natural? If you want to, you can.
No, I don't recall anyone even ever saying you should skateboard to me or recommending it or
Yeah,
anything. It was just like, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
because if
He's
we're
he's
talking,
doing it. I'm with him.
yeah,
I'm just following. Like,
because you talk about you and him in '99, everything was completely different in '99. Like it was regular when the year started, and then it went to summer, and then Riley Daddy started spinning in the air, got busy. All of a sudden, now it's just like, oh, skateboarding, Mecca, games, la la la. All
yeah,
this stuff starts happening. So, like you said, you don't. It wasn't forced though. It just was like it was a natural desire from following your sibling. Like, hey, brother does it. I want to. This is chill. But we also can escape and just go in the dirt or play
yeah, yeah.
baseball.
We were doing whatever we. There was no one that was ever. If anything, like they were trying to get us to stop skating because we were skating too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we were just always trying to be doing something. We were
Um,
still like we didn't grow up with like. I feel like I was like the last year of like births that like didn't have a cell phone growing up, you know. So we like me and Riley spent a lot of time outside in the neighborhood growing up. Like
that's so fire. Thank God. That's probably why
so
I
thankful.
fuck
Yeah,
with you
actually
so
so
much. That's
thankful for
probably
that
why I
now.
like
Yeah.
you so much, son. You not fried. These bro, they be 25, 26. You like, are you human? Be like, nah, low key, I'm plugged into the wall, son. I'm just trying to be human. And I can't even be mad at them. They don't remember that. They don't remember outside, bro. We used to
Don't
leave the
know.
door with nothing in our pockets, bro. We didn't have no
Yeah.
money. Was no
You
credit
didn't have
card.
to hit up. You tried to call the house before you left, and then oh shit, they didn't answer. I'm gonna just check it.
I'ma just see, bro. I'ma
Yeah,
be at the skate park, and if I catch bro, then I catch him. You can't
yeah.
double text him. I'm a triple texter. If I don't hear from you the first one or the second, boy, I'm banging the third. I don't care. Where you at? Hey, how many? Where you at, bro? I'm over here.
I need
All
some,
that.
even if it's fuck off, stop texting me. I need something. I need
I
something
don't
from
care.
you.
You better send a period and a space. I better know something. I better see a bubble, son. I'm not leaving you alone till I'm blocked. My shit better turn green before. Anyways, so you I'm sorry, I lose my mind. It happens. So I did have a beeper. It didn't work though. It was never activated. I
Had
had
a
a beeper.
beeper.
I'm up there. I'm up there.
He
It's all
said I
right.
saw a Polish last name, so I'm here. So shout out him being Polish. Yeah,
Shout out to that. So how good were you at baseball, basketball, any of that stuff?
just the fucking best. Yeah. No, I'm just, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I
No,
agree.
just fucking, just like I don't know, your kid. I wasn't ever like, oh, on the winning team or like some
Okay.
star like MVP the all-star team or nothing, but we
Okay.
were just into doing everything. And the phases usually wouldn't last long. It seemed like it would just be like, oh, we were skating a lot and get kind of buzzed out and then like do something else and then like kind of nerd out on that. And then when that got old, we would just like go back to skating again. And then like skating was the thing that was like always consistently going. And then there was like these other things that would
Like the timeline that they be putting on Back to the Future when they say you can follow this, and then you go
yeah,
back in time and you
yeah,
do this, and you
exactly.
meet your mom and you meet your dad. Like it basically skateboarding was
But the
that just
butterfly
time.
effect, you can't really change nothing, you know.
Exactly. There you go. You know what I'm saying? He said, as a child, Tanner was the best at every
Every sport. Someone clipped that.
So now we move along, we get a little older. Um when does it feel like, okay, I'm pretty good at this. I'm gonna try to do this. You have almost everything you need to make it actually work. You have you're a very well connected half brother. You yourself are getting the talents, getting your own scene at that set. What's that park you guys are all coming from in SD?
Carlsbad Skatepark.
That shit is all crazy. It's built
We just tell
crazy.
when we take people there for the first time, we tell them it's the best ditch spot ever, so that they're like expecting like a spot.
They didn't tell
Because
me
if
that.
you tell them it's a skate park, then like the bar is already set too high when you say
Were
skate
you
park.
were you there when Davey and them took me?
Maybe.
Were you there? I pulled
Was
up.
that
We were at
after
a
the X
spot.
Games contest?
We were at yeah. We were at
Yeah,
a
yeah,
spot.
yeah,
And then I met up with y'all at the spot. And then y'all took me to that skate park.
yeah.
I'm not talking about Poods, son.
No, no,
Poods
not
is
poos.
built well.
This is well before poos. This
This
is
park is built like my park. So it made me feel good because I was like, I'm not the only one with a terrible skate park. Not in a bad way. I'm not dissing the park.
like growing up though, like growing up in North County, that was the only like really skate park for a good amount of time. Like there was a Vista skate park, which is like the city inland of Carlsbad, like still it's like touching Carlsbad, but it's not on the coast.
Yeah.
But that park got tore down like the early 2000s. And then from then until like the Melba Bishop skate park and the MLK skate park got built in like 2000, I don't know, closer to 2010, I guess I would say. It
Mhm.
was just like Carlsbad skate park and it had lights till like 10.
Fire.
So yeah, it was like the park like at night there would be when San Diego was like a little more of like I mean the scene has gone back to San Diego actually. I've seen it like leave and then it's coming
Come
back a
back.
little bit. There's like more of like a current evolving skate scene in San Diego right now than ever, I'd say. Or since like it was in the past, but just
You see
yeah.
like a revitalized. You saying like it's kind of like revitalized.
Yeah, there's just like
That's cool.
little homie crews popping up that are like super sick, and there's like other crews that are like making spots, and more teams are maybe checking an eye to like go to some San Diego spots that they see in videos and stuff because there's
Fire.
just like cool crews down there that are doing stuff. So it's sick to see.
The good growth. Now Keith Skates actually asked something that I wanted to ask. Have you ever skated Carlsbad? Being
Dude,
from
no.
Carlsbad?
I actually just did a bunt on Sunday and they asked me the same thing. That's so
Really?
funny. Yeah,
Okay. Shout
yeah.
out to
But
that.
I told them the homie Jacob Nunez, he ollied it during school one time, which was super legendary.
During school is
I think
hard.
it was before I went to the school because he's Riley's age, so he's like
Okay.
3 years older than me, but
Yeah.
he would ollie it every time we went there. Like it was like his shit.
Like he would just do it.
Yeah, like if we were at the school skating around at spots, we would have to go over there and then like he would ollie it for sure. And then one day
Now,
he just randomly three flip like threw out a three flip and stuck it. He stuck a three flip like maybe twice or like within a few tries and then he broke his board and he like never tried it again. But it was like it was
oh.
insane, bro. We were tweaking that day. Like,
So you've been. Now, is Carlsbad gnarly? Or was it gnarly for its time? Because I heard it's only like an 11 stair gap. But
well,
like, do you
it's
think kids
next
could go there
to
today?
it's like it's bigger than an 11 though, because it's
Okay.
next to an 11 gap. But if you're at the top, it starts like maybe a foot and a half before the 11 starts. It's like a bit flat and then goes down, and then the wall is at the bottom stair. So you have to come in. You have to be clearing further than an 11 stair to get over the wall. You know what I
Oh
mean?
damn. So it's like a
So it's
14.
like it starts earlier and then like technically goes later because of having to clear the wall. So it's you just have to go fast, and then there's a bit of
Tanner.
an uphill landing.
Oh, connection. Reconnecting. Uh-oh. Is that me? Chat, do y'all still see me or was that Tanner?
I didn't glitch out on my end, but
Did I glitch out?
yeah, you glitched for a second.
You were glitching.
What?
Oh,
Who's
okay. No,
glitching now?
I got
No one's
word. I got
glitching.
word that was mine. I got word that was my end. We all good.
Okay.
I don't know
My
how.
Wi-Fi should be good, man. The bill is
Okay, it was
covered.
me. Everybody said it was me. Wow. Okay. Well, for him, it was me, and you was there, and my whole shit was broken.
Yeah, shout out Slappies and Arts and Rec skate shops in San Diego, of course.
Yeah. Now, what was your local
Legendary
shop
shops.
back in the day, or did you even? Okay. So now, with that, did you have a shop? Did you have a local shop you went
So
to?
like growing up, there's been like some phases of skate shops in that area through my life. Damn, that's old man. Y'all got to take the Vans clip out. Come on, man. That's the
Bro,
old,
old,
come
bro. It's
on.
old. It's old. It's old.
I
It's
know, but like you're giving me the wrong incentives right now. I need to start, if you're gonna sell some clips, help me out, bro. You're showing a different brand. I gotta go back here and like grab a shoe and like
You're trying
show
to
it in
go
the
through your
camera to
lifestyle. We
like
talking about the
cancel
early
out.
days. You about to talk about your old stuff. You
Okay,
people
true.
transition
Yeah,
all the
fair
time.
enough. All right. We're reminiscing then. If
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
context of we're reminiscing footage, sure,
You're old,
yeah.
dog.
But
That's what I'm saying. Back in
if
the
that
day,
was
you
like a
was.
hey, check out Tanner's footage, like we gotta.
You feel
But
me? That was
okay,
like
okay, okay.
his brand new clip from yesterday. Mess your whole bag up. I ain't trying to get you down bad. It's your boy. I know.
No. So okay, so there's been like a few phases of shops. So when we were super young, this dude Sean Fells that lived across the street from us growing up, he owned a skate shop in Oceanside called Ozone, and it
Okay.
was like just a super skaters skate shop. They would do like flat bar Fridays in the back every week, and like everyone would just be there skating the flat bars or whatever, drinking beers. And I was like literally probably fucking 9, 10 years old or something.
Yeah.
And Riley rode for the shop. He was like, man, fuck, I was younger actually, because I think Riley is 10 in the video or 11.
Wow.
So
So
that
you
means I was
kid.
7. I was like 7 or 8. Yeah. And so we would go to Ozone a bunch, and he would hook us up, and their board graphics were so sick. It was always like Jack Skellington, like from the Tim Burton movie Nightmare Before
Okay.
Christmas.
Okay. Cool.
That
Okay.
was like
Okay.
their shop logo, and it would say Ozone. They were such sick graphics. And then after that, didn't really have like a local shop for a while until my friend Mike Brick opened up a shop in Vista called the House of Vista, which is still going now. And
Fire.
Mike Brick is the one that made like the footage party videos that you've probably seen that like Rowan has had parts in and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Videos.
yeah, he's running the shop in Vista with his brother Ted, and they're just keeping it going. Classic skate shop, local skate shop style.
So now Shep Dogs is from that area, correct? You
Yeah,
guys
for
all were.
sure.
So, but early on, it was you, Riley, and who? Like earlier, like as far back as you can remember being the crew. Who were you guys with?
Uh, so it'd be like it just like like I wasn't necessarily like fully like in all the videos and like part of the Chef Dogs, but like it's my brother and his friends and like my
Yeah.
friends. So like that's who I'm
Back.
like hanging out with and shit. But yeah, who was there around that time would have been Riley, Jacob Nunez, who films them, and he's just like a friend that we grew up with, like went to elementary school with and everything.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Kirby. Riley met Taylor Kirby through like skating castle contests and stuff. I don't know if people in here know what castle is. It's kind of like a dead thing now, yeah.
The local
But
community. Yep.
yeah, it's just like a California competition series. They would do a bunch of contests at parks throughout the year. But and then Stephen Lawyer, AJ Zavala, Taylor Smith in the very beginning. Yeah, then like Troy Rhodes, who some people may know him as Bobby Long. He's from Oceanside. Him and all of his
Okay.
brothers, the Rhodes brothers, they're like super in skating, filmers,
Okay.
photographers, and skaters and stuff. Who else? Been it. I
Yeah, it
don't
was
know if
really.
like Rowan. I'm trying to think if Rowan was there like the first.
Rowan was there later, bro. I heard
I feel
about
like he
Rowan.
came in a little bit like But like I knew Rowan then, like
Yes.
because I would go to Vista and like skate over there with my friend, like with Davey and Rowan, my friends Bronson and all them. But I didn't know Bronson at that time actually, but our other friend Mitchell and stuff. So I would just go to Vista a lot when I was younger and I met Rowan and then oh no. Actually, bro, that's crazy. I haven't thought about this kid in a while. I actually met Rowan and Rowan used to kick it with this kid, Subasa, our friend, like great friends still, not like used to, like it's not we're not friends no more, but everyone's still friends. And like Rowan would kick it at that time, though, it was like their everyday crew, like Rowan, Nick Pope, who's like in the Chef Dogs videos as well, and this kid Subasa, who's like the sickest skater growing up. And I met them through this kid, Jake Hill, not Jake Hill, Jake Smith, who lived in our neighborhood in Carlsbad, but was from Vista. So he knew all them from going to the school that they went to. And so he moved back to Vista after living in Carlsbad. And so when we'd go to hang out with him, he introduced me to all them. And then like at the skate park, we started skating all the time.
So
But
all
then
damn. No, go ahead.
yeah, but
I didn't.
then like Rowan met Riley and Jacob and everyone in my like all of that crew through going to the skate park because like I said for a while it was the only park. So like at night every skater in San Diego was at that park, like pros and whoever. Like it would get crazy the sessions there at night
So
actually.
y'all all was rocking like 10 plus years. Like y'all all
Oh
known each
yeah,
other.
Since,
Lengthy.
yeah.
Wow, man. Because
Since
a
I
lot of
was in
those
like
dudes,
middle school.
yeah, a lot of those dudes still are on skateboard. Like
Oh
for
yeah, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? So and then I the reason why I say I remember Rowan being late because I feel like I saw Rowan and then all of a sudden he was on Baker. Like it was just like you saw him
Yeah,
for some
yeah,
Chef Dog stuff, then he was on, and it was just like
yeah,
okay, that's Rowan. Like I don't remember like a Rowan buildup at all. I don't remember like,
yeah, true,
and I was
true.
paying attention. I watched all that, so it's like
Yeah.
I just remember seeing him, the guy. I was like, God damn, quick. So
Hey
now,
man.
now um, you start obviously like you're in this cloud of just all this talent and all this stuff going on, but you're able to soak it up and skate well yourself. Now, when did you start to film and kind of get into your own thing? Because you're not like in the Shep Dog stuff. So like when did you kind of go off and start to do your own thing? Where did you
Yeah, kind
when did
of
that
kind of later. It took me a little while to like I don't know. I think like when I think back on it, like I think I was just like trying to skate the wrong stuff. And
okay.
then when I like figured out what I like thrived at, that was like giving me that
What were
fulfilling
you
thing
skating
in
that was the
skating.
wrong thing?
Or not like I wasn't skating them, but I would just go out with them and they're filming like Shep Dogs videos, which are like they were gnarlier than like pro
Yeah,
videos at the
yeah,
time,
it
you
was
know. They're like
sick.
going to Maryland's like 14 rail and then Brooklyn 10 after and then Crenshaw and then, like all these or Crawford, not Crenshaw, Crawford and it's like just handrails all the time and like I was just I never got good at that shit.
Yeah.
Then I was just younger too, so they were already doing it, whatever, you know. So then I was like when I stopped skating with them a little bit, I just like went to the skate park and just started skating like what I like to skate and then I got good at what I'm good at and figured out like, oh, there's like this other game here in skating that you can fuck
Yeah.
around with and like
And
find this whole other
who did you watch to get that idea? Like, was there like anybody you were kind of like favoring to be like, okay, well, the bros, my brother and his friends are out of their damn mind because none of
yeah.
these dudes are getting paid to be this crazy
Yeah.
yet. And then there's this type of skating that can take me where I, at least kind of give me my own, or did you just go to the skate park and was like, this is all I
I
want to
don't
skate?
know. I think like me and Riley like watched like Fully Flared like 24 times a day when it came out. So I was
Okay.
definitely maybe like early on like more like I'd been watching skate videos for so long, but that video came out what, 2007, I think?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so I was only 12. So like I'd been watching skate videos for 10 years at that point. You know what I mean?
Already.
But I was that was finally like the beginning early ages where I was like really comprehending everything that was going on and like difficulty of like tech tricks and not just like seeing gnarly, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and it like highlighted like skating like that. And then like Riley got super into skating ledges and stuff like that and different kind of more technical skating, you know?
Hmm.
And so I feel like maybe that's what like got me into it at an early age, maybe. But then I feel like I didn't really start getting good at it though until like fuck, bro. So I was probably like 20. It was a bit later.
It took a while.
Yeah, like it wasn't like I was just like always good growing up, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one of those like
Yeah.
Rowan or Riley or
Yeah,
something.
where
Like
it's
they
just
were
like
just like
automatic.
always, yeah, or Kirby. They were just like so gnarly their whole lives. Like,
So, first off, what was one of the first skate videos you remember since you've been watching them since you was 2?
yeah, I'm all right. I was like, after you asked the other question that the bun asked, I was like, oh shit, I might be pretty fresh for some of these if he asked the same one again, and that's one of them. I said, it's pretty funny, like a lot of like the people that I hang out with and are around, like are the first videos, like yeah, right, or something, or like. But the first one I really remember like seeing and like catching my attention like so early on. I was in a just a storage unit at my mom's, and there was just like a box with like 12 VHS like copies of the same VHS, and I grabbed it and it was Animal Chin.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was actually like probably the first video I remember like really grabbing at an early age. But then like, you know, in a more like actually understanding what's going on brain, you know, it's like
Able to process
old
feedback.
Trans World videos I watched a bunch, and like I don't know, it was different than when you were younger because like you didn't just have access to every video so easy to
No,
watch all the time.
hell no, bro.
So like I remember like when Cataclysmic Abyss came out, the Foundation video, like my homies were all like calling each other that day, like, yo, I forget who got it. I think our friends Kurt and Brad, these twins, they were like, bro, like Kurt and Brad got a copy of Cataclysmic Abyss. Like, we're going to his house later tonight to watch it. Like, you got to come over, bro. It's gonna be fucked. Like, the video's gonna be fucked. Like, we got to watch it. And everyone linked up at his crib just to watch it. And he was the only one that had a copy for dumb long until everyone else got that shit. Like
Yeah,
shit
no,
like that. Like, or growing up, like, you know who Sean Stoltz is, the skater?
nah,
He's
probably by
on Blood
face.
Wizard right now, but yeah, maybe
Probably
if
by
you saw us skating, he used to be on Birdhouse back in the day, like when Riley and Figgy and Dixon and all them were like
Oh, he was
younger
in
and
that.
on Birdhouse. Yeah, he was like in that realm. But even like before them, actually, man, he's such a great skater. But his dad was like the the goated skate dad that you would want if you had a skate dad that just like took him street spots and filmed it and made parts of him and edits of him and his brother skating the
But they
music
were
and just
good. It
like
wasn't like regular dad cam stuff. Like,
it was not anything that he made them do. And like he was just like he was just the homie. Like he was literally just like the
wow, that's
older
fire.
homie that took you skating. But he had every video, bro. Like 16 skateboards video, like Kids in America, all that, like all the early America videos and stuff.
So
All
if you with him, you can go really soak
yeah,
up
we watched all
skate.
the videos at Sean and Shay's house for sure.
Wow, that's actually dope. That's fire.
Yeah, so
So
sick.
now you said you didn't really find your pocket till about 20. Um, and with that discovery, you knew that it was like more of a tech or ledge. But how did you get into, if I like kind of transfer it today, realizing what you haven't seen with all the skate videos that you watch? Because you do a lot of newer things. Like,
Mm,
do you really like, and is that on accident, or like you do a lot of
I don't
brand
know.
new?
It's like oh no, it's just like when I said earlier, like there's this like new game in skating like that I discovered, like there's like this other thing. So it's just like not that it's like a game, but it's just like this it's just like a thing that you just like thinking of tricks is just like another way of like nerding out on skating. It's like, all right, you can get into this trick. Okay, but if I can get into this trick, like what trick is possible to get to from this trick? Or if everyone flips out of this one, like what would it look like if I flipped the other
Shoved
way
or
or heel
180,
flipped
yeah.
or you know, everyone shoves this way into this trick, they all shove the other way. Like just little like one step further things that maybe don't seem like much, but sometimes when you do it with a right trick, it can like change the look of the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know what like I don't know if it's like so much of like a conscious decision of like I'm gonna start like trying these new tricks and skating these new. It's just like you're such a fucking nerd for this thing that you're just always trying to find some new thing that's like gives you that fulfilling feeling that like you did some shit that day, you know?
That you, yeah, because my thing is almost like when I watch you skate, I pick up this. idea that you're almost tired of seeing the same things, and you've seen so much skateboarding that you've almost like, yo, I don't want to repeat nothing. When you watch me, I want to try to give you the most
Yeah,
new. Yeah.
I'm definitely pretty big on not like redoing like obviously it happens, but like in my last weekend part, I had a switchback 5-0 front big spin. I probably would have never filmed that trick again because it's just like a unique standout trick, and I wouldn't want it to become
Yeah.
like some normal staple thing. Or
Oh, so you wouldn't
if
take
I
it to a
did it,
better spot or like into a
or
bank?
like yeah, but like if you do it like that, then you're like one upping. But I feel like if I did a ledge line again and that trick was in there, I would feel like stagnant.
Okay.
Like I feel like the footage is just like watching the clip over again from 2 years ago when I did it. So I'd be like, oh, I need to switch flip back 5-0 from big spin, or like you said, an out ledge. I need to switch back 5-0 from big spin out ledge, or some sort of different obstacle, you know. But I don't really like. I try not to do when it comes to like a ledge line that has like a standout, like pay attention to trick. I try not to film it again,
And
just because I want to be like progressing and
is your film time, because your tricks are like these little tedious technical tricks, do they take a while? How is your process when you actually go film? Like, is it stuff
yeah, it
that you
depends.
revisit a bunch, or
Like the one that was just showing the switch manual, switch flip back tail. That's like
fucking say that again real quick just because?
switch switch manual, switch flip back tail. It's like that. My thing that I was in this like thing for a little while, like more in the early stages of filming this part, and like probably with projects before. Grant likes to say a lot, but like if it didn't work out like fairly quick, I would just stop because I would be like, I know I can do it, so when it happens, it's gonna happen like in this amount of time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to that mental brink and ruin the rest of my day if because even sometimes, bro, the mental torment of like a 3-4 hour thing can outweigh landing the trick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those ones hurt a lot, like because you get the trick, but you still feel like shit
Because
because you let
because of
yourself
the ride.
mentally get like so
Ah,
low and
yeah,
so like, but that's like skater to skater though, like how some skaters can try a trick for 4 hours and feel like, oh fuck, it's just not today, like I'm good.
yeah.
But I'm like, when I get to that point, bro, I'm in my head, like I
I've
start
been
to
here
I
for 4 hours.
Yeah, I
Somebody
look
gonna
like
come out of something.
I probably like look like a real tweaker on the side of the road, like talking to myself and shit. Like, bro, you know what to do. Like, do this. You're not doing this. You need to do that. Like, just like so many little things, and you get so like mentally pushed, and
Yeah,
then it's like you do it, and you're just like, oh, it's just done. But like, I'd been waiting for that, you know. Like I had like so I got over like going like into the full in thing, and then I would just kind of like try the trick and then come back, try but as the part was wrapping up, I was like, all right, I got these tricks that like I want to do, so I can't let them slip away for this one because like this project I'm taking like really serious, you know, and was trying to do a bunch of new hard tricks that I also were maybe like walking the line of like being a little extra for my taste, you know,
yeah.
trick wise,
Oh,
like
okay.
technically, but
And what
I
what do you mean
like,
by extra? Like an extra too much flip or working too
yeah,
hard at
just
it? What do
like
you mean by that?
maybe like, oh, that was a little like much, like slide manual grind flip, or like, you know, just like a lot of like tricks that take 4 seconds to say, you know, like,
Mhm.
but I kind of just wanted to be like, just like, I don't know, fucking puff my chest a little bit, like this shit. I could do it, you know, like
Yeah,
I can fuck around and like, if I put in the time, I'll do some shit that's different and like really fucking
yeah.
hard. But it's not always just about doing the fucking hardest
The
thing that you can
hardest
try
thing,
at
yeah.
every
So,
spot. Yeah, it's not what
and
skating really
like you
is, and
said,
it's also not like a productive skating style either.
you want it to
Obviously
look
pays
well.
off.
You want it
It
to look
pays
well.
off, but it can be, you know,
So are you really big on, so let's not really talk about anyone else, but like the extra out trick, that's not your cup of tea. You like a good
I don't know, just like it's so, dude, every trick and thing it's so situational. Like it's
mm,
really like
spot
you
landing
say you
foot.
say you hate varial flips, but you see some kid at the skate park that has a wet ass varial flip, and you'd be like, "Damn, that shit was that was hard." Or you hate pressure flips, and then someone does a pressure flip that you like, that you're a fan of, and you see him, and you're like, "Oh shit, that was kind of wet." You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. Nah,
everything.
yeah,
Sometimes I joke about that, like what ugly canceled trick can we like make wet?
Make fire, just
Yeah, like
water.
by doing it on a certain spot or doing it a certain way or to something like what's the ugliest trick? Let's try to make it wet and see if people fuck with it.
What is your power of skating transition seamlessly? Like when you skate transition, it almost seems like you have no stance. What does that come from? Did you guys have like a mini ramp that you just did 1,000 hours on, or bro, what?
Carlsbad Skatepark, bro, the
Yeah,
ditch.
yeah. The ditch
The
helps
ditch.
you get
Nah,
right.
nah, like okay, so the ditch was like the biggest quarter pipe in the ditch is like 4 feet,
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
transition is so mellow. It's like not really like quarter, and it doesn't have coping that sticks out. The coping like sits in the cement,
Yeah,
so you kind of are like,
you barely do
well,
the grind.
am I grinding or not? Like, uh, but that was definitely like the early on stages of like, oh, I need to learn how to do like a stand up frontside grind and like
Mhm.
be able to do stand up 50/50s and 5/0s and Smith grinds. And it was actually
And then go
fucking
back to even
impossible to
switch.
Smith grind there because the quarter pipes were so
So
mellow that
bad.
your wheels would just drag. But we learned Smith grinds and that shit later on, yeah. But I would say the park that definitely was like made me the most comfortable skating bowls and stuff like that is the Prince skate park that's in Oceanside and it's like
Okay.
still there. And like I skated that park for years when I lived in Oceanside, and it has so many bowls of every size, metal coping, pool coping, every type of hip you could need, every no
Everything. Yeah.
coping, yeah, tile pool, like a backyard one with a shallow and a deep end and a waterfall, and then a big like tech bowl with a mellow bank wall and a big deep end. It's like 11 feet or something, like just a bunch of bowls and
Just a bunch of
no
stuff.
pushing. You don't have to push when you go there. It's nice.
Now, like I said, you recently went pro, and that like kind of climbs a mountaintop because I know you never really truly lived in a shadow of Riley. Like that's not a known thing that's your brother
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
the
true.
public. So you didn't
Yeah,
have to deal with that like outright of like, oh, when's my time? You kind of just like popped up, we're doing your own thing, going your own wave, and made it. But to you personally, knowing and seeing a lot of success from all your friends and stuff like that, how much did it mean to you to get to the upper echelons of like having your name on a board? Like how much did that do for you after, because it took more time than a lot of
yeah,
people,
yeah, for
you know? So
sure. Yeah, it was just like yeah, surreal, man. Beyond it's like everything that ever you hear about everyone saying it would be. And it's nice to I don't know, I just like realized that like I was probably, I had my times probably when I was like coming up in skating and going through my slow sponsorships and dealing with all that stuff. And like, I probably get, you know, kind of hard on myself. Like, fuck, everyone's already done it and made it. And I'm still just fucking trying this flow and trying to get boards or trying to get shoes or trying to figure it out. Like,
yeah,
fuck, it's like a tough realization. Like, I don't know, or not even, I don't know if it's a realization or whatever, but like when you're like that close to skating, but you're not actually in skating, but being that close to it can like start to make you think that you're in it. But
yeah.
then there will be these situations that like show you that like you're not in that shit. And then you're like, oh shit, like fuck. And then they're like that can like fuck
That that's what I
being that
mean.
close to something without being in something can like fuck up some people's heads sometimes. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, and
But
deter them too. It can scare them away,
yeah, it could
bro.
go either way. It could
Yeah,
go, yeah, in any way. It could just like it can fuck up people in any sense, not any specific situation. Like, but yeah, I would probably, get down on myself or whatever and be like, oh, what the fuck, is it this like will it happen? Like, cause I'm aware that like it's hard to turn pro when you're close to 30, and as you get
yeah,
older, the window starts to shrink a bit. And but luckily like skateboarding's changed a bit that like kind of seems to go further and further. But
yeah.
I
But
grew
you're
up
also
like,
newer stuff too. That's the thing too. It's like a lot of people kind of get in these pockets where it's like, yeah, bro, the reason why is because you don't bring anything to the table. Like when people watch your footage, they can't even think more. Like
yeah, yeah.
you've experienced more skating to like make yourself that much different. You added a tweak with all the experience that you had. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of was like your time. And that's like I think that that's the blessing of what you had as far as, being against time. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
the
No,
more
it's crazy. It's like as everything happened and like worked out the way it did, you actually realize that like everything had to go the way that it did go to get you to
yeah,
that spot. Like because like I don't think if I'd have got on to a board company earlier or something and they put me in the spotlight and put me on the stage, maybe my skating wouldn't have come off the same or like hit the same if it was earlier on. You know what I mean? Like I was like perfectly shown at the perfect time and the perfect light. And not even that, bro, but honestly, like skateboarding changed in my favor.
yeah.
Because like when I was younger, if you weren't on the fucking rails, you weren't getting sponsored. If you weren't like jumping stairs and
Or
fucking
if you
just
weren't
like
Guy and Mark Johnson, and even then,
yeah,
they hop
exactly.
down
But
rails.
like they had already like
Yeah,
but they had also already put in like a
did
whole
it.
career, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
know
the
what I'm
new
saying?
kids coming up were just like rails, stairs, gaps, and that's how you got to be gnarly, like skate faster, like that whole shit.
Yeah,
But then like I realize now, like going on, like I had to like sit aside and let skateboarding as a whole, like not skateboarding as a whole, but the skateboarding like industry and demographic of skateboarding to like evolve into like, oh shit, like this way of skating is like way more appealing. Like we're
yeah.
actually like into
Visually,
this. Yeah,
very
like we're actually
visually
into this
appealing.
and like, oh, it gets a little more attention than like so like maybe skating wouldn't have worked out for me if I did get into it earlier, you know what I mean? Because the times had to change a little bit and
Yeah.
things had to
So,
be different.
like I
So
said, time played in your favor.
yeah,
To
for
kind of
sure.
well, first off, I gotta say this while we both on camera. Weekend is one of the most underrated companies in the world, son. I love it.
Wait, why'd you bring up the graphics just to say they're decent though? Why
I don't
wouldn't you
know.
like just bring up something
I don't
else to
know.
say that it's
I
good?
freestyle that. What you want
It's
to do? I'll be
decent.
wherever you want me to go. I'll catch a plane tomorrow. I was freestyling my intro, son. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't think of graphic offhand to say that they was just like beast as hell. Okay, so and you know me, I like to be
That
honest. When
graphic
I was
right
thinking,
there.
that's a beast. I love
You
that
should have
graphic.
thought of that
You want
graphic
that?
right
You want
there.
that? I love that graphic. Other than that, what you want to do, son? But
Oh, you clean, you clean.
as far as the creativity and everything that Weekend brings to the table as a whole, do you think being on that team, like you said, even that skateboarding's changed, like the spots are one of one, the guys are one of one, everybody is a creative a part of that globule. So did that also align a lot of stuff for you too, you think? Like
Fuck
being
yeah,
being
100%.
on Weekend, yeah, because I
And
heard
like
Grant
Grant,
brought
like
this up.
Grant,
Yeah,
Grant is like I've said this before. I like always say it until the end of time. Like Grant was like the lifeline to my career. He was like I got on Weekend, and every sponsor that I have now, which is like a dream sponsor of mine,
mhm.
happened through me getting on Weekend.
Wow,
And
so
like
fire.
he was a he understood my skating the way I wanted to skate, what kind of spots would tend to my skating to be like, oh, you should skate this spot, or oh, I found this spot that I think would be sick, or even like if I'm looking for a specific trick, like when I thought of the switch manual, switch foot back tails, like I need a spot, like I need a manual pad to like a low ledge that kind of drops off something.
Yeah.
Preferably, I was trying to look for like a small out ledge or something at first,
Mhm.
but it's fucking not in America. You'd have to go somewhere, at least not in LA or the
Yeah.
area. So we settled with the just low ledge on the side, but we looked for spots. He asked around so many people, sent me probably 20 options. Like, what about here? What about here? What about here? Like, he's just super down to highlight your skating and
Your
what you like
craft.
about your skating and what you do. Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah, no, shout out to Weekend that has the best graphics in the planet Earth, and they need to be bought at all times.
And
I
they
said
need to
it.
put that shit up at the Louvre and
They
shit.
feel me? Come on now. They gotta go support Weekend, man. That's a band of brothers, skater owned, skater dudes, real family, real people creating and crafting, and those is who I support the most. Now to kind of like take it out of skateboarding, you also have a bunch of other talents. Um, you do beats, you do art. How did all that happen?
All very lightly though. I don't want everyone thinking that I'm like a
Okay, all right.
music producer
My
and
fault, my
shit.
fault,
But
my
like
fault, my fault, son.
but like
I try to
but
blow
it's
you
something
up.
I'm into. It's something I'm into. I appreciate it. But I don't want to be gassed out and let everyone down.
So I say decent graphics, and I know that you know how to produce beats and then
Well,
do
because
art.
the weekend shit, you gotta hit that
Gotta
shit
bump it
up.
up. Gotta
'Cause,
bump it up. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I got you. I hear you.
No, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like the same thing as when I was saying when we were kids. Like sometimes you need something out. Like sometimes maybe like doing skateboarding every day in the same place gets a little stagnant. You need something a little more like creatively
Visually
fueling.
amplifying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know, you go to the same skate park every day, you get stuck doing the same lines and the same tricks at the same skate park, or end up at the same spot for the same handful of spots for a few weeks in a row. You know what I mean? Like, so having some other creative thing that can give you that feeling that doing a trick does or skating does, if you can find something that does that, it's like you gotta hold on to those because you can't always skateboard and you're not always going to be able to skateboard. So if you can find other ways to channel that vibe that you were chasing in skateboarding somewhere else, it's like the shit just keeps going.
I respect it. So
You say
now,
ADHD like me, oh God, that should
yo,
be spinning in my head.
so now I'm gonna ask you, bro. All these years, all these things you've seen, a walk moment, just crazy, just like crazy moment that you've been a part of that you want to tell. Just walk, it's wicked, twisted your mind back, whether it be trick, thing, anything that you could say on camera or you feel comfortable saying.
Yeah, like a G-rated one. PG.
Nah, it
You
could
guys
be
go PG-13.
PG-13, son. It could be some PG. It could be
Nah, I don't
actually rated
know.
R. Get into it.
Honestly, like I don't know. I'm like fuck, I'm trying to think.
This
Because I
short
don't know, like a lot of my stories like involve other people, so I don't know if I'm like airing them out,
Yeah,
like
there you
putting
go.
them
Now
on
you
the
good.
shit.
Now you good. You
But
good.
so
If you
I'm
don't want
trying
to,
to think of one that's like safe for everyone can laugh at and enjoy
yeah,
it. No one
exactly. What
gets,
you got?
no
What
one
you
gets violent. Maybe just like something from when I was little and like Tony would take us to some like great like we would go to
oh,
like the Nickelodeon
that's what I was
Choice
gonna say.
Awards or
Craziest
something.
skits.
Yeah,
What
like
y'all up to when you was Jake?
backstage at all the Nickelodeon like MTV awards and stuff and just like kicking it like I was like 11 years old, just like kicking it in like a back room with like Wee Man and
Britney
like,
Spears and shit.
yeah,
Just
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Lindsay Lohan, like John Heater, like right after
mean,
Napoleon Dynamite came out,
mean
like
Girls, Lindsay Lohan.
type, yeah, that type vibe when she was still fresh at the Nickelodeon Choice Awards for sure. You get slimed and all that. It was crazy, bro. Yeah, those were lit. Those were the lit like party days of my life being 10
Lindsay Lohan.
going going to the most VIP backstage stuff.
That is wicked. Mean
Mean
Girls
Girls
is
is
not my
Gary's
favorite movie.
favorite movie.
Clueless is my favorite movie. Clueless is my
Oh,
favorite
Clueless.
movie, son.
True. It's a good
I
vibe.
love that movie. That's a good movie, bro.
That's a good vibe.
It's the skating, Travis Bergenstock, you all that, bro. He was skating in the contest. I don't know who skated for him. I need to find out who was his stunt
Did
double.
you
So
actually grow up watching Grind or no?
yes, that was actually
Okay, sick.
literally, bro. What,
We
bro?
used to watch Grind so fucking much growing up.
Bro, I cannot. Me and my boy would go to the crib and watch Grind all the time, bro. Just
Why
crying,
did
laughing.
like no, why is like I feel like I watched Brink growing up a shitload too.
Yeah,
But
me too.
like looking back, I never was like really intrigued by rollerblading. I just feel like that movie like encaptured what I thought skateboarding was the
Skateboarders,
most at the time.
bro. Yes, bro.
I didn't even like it wasn't even like, oh shit, rollerblading sick as fuck. I was just like, damn, this is like I relate to this vibe for real. Like,
Bro, Brink does not feel like it's a rollerblader based film at all. Like I forget, like
yeah,
then when he like talks to the skaters and like gets them to like fight the dudes, I'm like,
yeah.
those was the other side. Like you weren't
Now
a
you
part of
seen
the
the
homies.
memes about that dude's hairline and that shit?
Oh my god,
Why they
Zach, bro, the Black Power Ranger,
They
bro.
said, nah, Disney crazy for lining bro up like this for his big debut.
Oh man, that's literally one of the worst things that ever happened. Now, I'm gonna ask you this. That's actually insane that you were at the Choice Awards in those days, like literally when they're at their pinnacle. But now I have a question. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of skateboarding? Oh, that doesn't work. I don't have that. 1 second. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of skateboarding? Do we have the graphic? No, not no more. Okay, cool. No, it's fine.
No graphic. All good.
people. It used to be me 4 times on Mount Rushmore.
That's good. That's good.
Price just went up. I came back.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a TV show. Let's get it. So who's your top 4 skaters all time?
Okay. All right, someone like called us out on this the other day. I'm gonna throw Rodney Mullen up there just off the sole purpose that you wouldn't ollie. That's a crazy thing to me.
Ooh.
Like imagine if bro didn't like think of it, what skating would. So let's just give him his kind of crazy ass, but you know.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go opposite side of personal favorite, Gustav Tonneson.
Amazing.
He's on the Mount Rushmore. Shad.
Okay.
Is it 4?
It's 4. You're at 3.
I got Shad. I got Gustav and Rodney Mullen.
Your list is beast, bro. You have a hell of a list.
Hey, Grant Taylor.
You have the best list ever. You literally have the coolest list of all time. Except only thing you're missing, like different from me, is I replaced the black guy with Tyshawn, and then I replaced Gustav with Suchu. But other than that, I'm completely parallel with your list. I'm completely like your list. I love your list. That was 4, bro. Gustav Tonneson might be the greatest skateboarder that ever lived, ever.
He's unbelievable, man.
Bro, he's unbelievable. Huge, son. Like nobody, you can't see when you 6'4", 6'3", skateboarding's not supposed to look excellent, okay? It's not. You're just huge. You have a hella body.
If it was comprehensible to the demographic, like what he does on a skateboard and stuff, I think he would just win like every street league.
It's not, bro. It's not.
He would win every street league if it was like. If it was scored and comprehended in the way, or X Games, I thought I said X Games.
Or. It don't matter. I don't care. Everybody here, what's up? He will win whatever he wanted, son. If people
pretty much.
If people could get, like, bro, he's one of those people that if you could go to the spot or be there when he's doing it, the appreciation would rise. But he's in foreign lands, being foreign with a man bun, just doing beautiful shit daily. Like you can't understand what's going on. All right.
Every time.
That's fine. So that's the hell of a list. We love that list. And now I got to ask you this. What's your favorite X Games moment of all time? Doesn't matter.
Oh man. Honestly, I've actually been to a lot of X Games.
Exactly.
As you may figure, but honestly, bro, watching Travis Pastrana do the double backflip the first time was fucking insane. Yeah, I was shitting my pants watching because I told you, like, a dirt bike growing up, so like I've always been like a huge Travis Pastrana guy. Like watching Nitro Circus and all that shit, like when they did like the OG like Jackass style ones.
Yeah.
One minute. What'd you say? No, I'm out on the street. You're parked in front. You said who's parked in front of you? No, you're parked in the back spot, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, bro. I'm not parked there though.
Real life happens.
Yeah, like our parking situation is like we get 2 spots that are in a line. So if someone's on the inside, they have to like get the other person and move the fucking car out so that they can get out and then move the car back in. Blah blah blah. Your question was X Games moment. Yeah, like so I had like he had posted a bunch, or he had like had a Nitro Circus video where he was like practicing it and trying to do it, you know, and like he didn't do it though. He like ate shit, got knocked out or some shit, like completely bodied. And then he like pulled up at X Games and everyone was like, yeah, he's gonna try the double backflip tonight. Like Tony was saying, like everyone's talking about it. Like, yeah, he's gonna try it tonight. And he fucking did. It was insane looking. Like it looked fake as fuck, bro.
Bro, it looks pretend. They play it, and then he does the on top of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't like fist pumps. All right.
Yeah.
Mind you, look, I love Jagged Eating to death. I just do. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? I love Jagged Eating. But he do this shit. I'll be like, shut up, humble, thug out.
Kind of a darker moment, but so insane to see. Was like I was there when Jake Brown like flew to flat, I was like literally watching it. Like I was like on the phone with my homie, and I was like telling him. He's like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm here. I'm like watching the mega ramp shit." And then he dropped in, and he like 720 ollied the gap or whatever, and like no one had ever done that. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Holy fuck!" I was like, "Bro, he just 720 that shit." And I was like, "I think he just fucking died."
Yeah.
I was like, "I think he just died, bro." Like literally, like he just flew maybe 30 feet in the air and just went all the way to flat.
Yeah.
And then like yeah, bro, they just like walked him off. He was
He
like
walked
chilling.
off, bro.
Yeah, it
Walk
was
off home run.
legendary.
Like
It
seriously,
was legendary. He
yo.
was superhuman, bro. I think he was like, yeah, over 40 feet in the air or something. He just fell all the way to flat
And that
after
that that
doing like the 720 ollie, like spinning twice without grabbing your
I'm not
board.
gonna lie, bro. That moment, even though like a few people picked that moment, but I've never really went into it. I think that moment made humans respect skateboarders that much more. When
It's
he
one of
fell
those for
and
sure.
walked
Like,
off, bro, like, cause everybody saw that at school, like, bro, did you see, bro? Like, you feel
yeah,
me? I was in the
yeah.
hood.
It like
They
went
was like,
outside of skateboarding.
bro,
Like,
it went outside, and people's like, bro, you seen, bro? And then he got, bro, he bounced up, like he was in the street. So it's like, bro,
oh my
he
God.
fell, he went, he did, ooh, 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 ooh. He smacked the floor, bro, bounced up, walked off, bro. Like, I would have never walked off, bro. I would have been like, hospital, come get me, bro. Like, and I feel like that moment took skateboarding like the fierceness to another level. And then I think
Yeah.
the following year, Danny hits coping.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he double shinned the coping
Bro,
and like
double
flipped all the
shin
way.
cope and flip to
And then
flat.
he went up and like still skated.
And they did it. You know what? You know what's actually crazy? You good because you've been there and you actually saw the double backflip, which is one of my favorite moments in X Games history. Because I cried in my room by myself when I watched that
Bro,
happen.
that shit was insane.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
insane. Like I literally like had a moment where I was like so proud of
Remember
Travis
he was
Scott.
wearing like a lumberjack
That
fit?
he does not know me, bro. He
He
had
was
no
wearing a
fit
dirt
on.
bike fit that was
His
like blue
fit
denim and
was
like
trash.
red flannel.
Double backflip. His fit actually hard now, if I think about
Yeah,
it.
now with the
During the
context, that
time,
shit was
trash
horrific.
fit today, fit hard. Cardio
It
put
was
that
too
on.
futuristic, man. Some things are too
Bro,
futuristic.
that's
They're
what I'm
ahead of the
saying, bro.
time.
That's what I didn't think about that NBA young boy in Utah with that fit right now.
Yeah,
So Travis Pastrana, shout out to that. But nobody's picked Danny Bell than Land moment yet. But that's not neither here
true.
nor there. I just wanted to get that out there for future shows. But yo,
Yeah,
Tanner, I'm gonna leave here with some kind words. This is what I do. Okay.
let's
Um,
name this. I like
yeah,
this. I'm
you
ready.
like this part? You ready?
Is it rude if I eat food while you do it and I
Hell
enjoy
no.
it?
It's actually even better because if I hear you smacking and I just get that in my ear, that's even better for me. Please eat. So, Tanner, now, bro, um, flavor. Oh man,
Crazy
no pun
shit.
intended since you eat it, but flavor in skateboarding is something that isn't often. It's more people kind of repeating the status quo to make their skateboarding matter. So they'll kickflip backflip the rail or they're 50-50 the, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
There's very few people that want to actually dissect, think how to push it, make it look cool, look comforting too, to be swaggy on a board. So with you being in skateboarding, uh, you know, I get to have that again. There's somebody else. It's more to it, and it's another variant of it. Um, and I appreciate that. It's like this thing can just be copied and pasted and people can find success. Unfortunately, you can just be like, oh, well, I'm gonna just gap trail or be gnarly, which is always actually beautiful too if you're willing to take it there. Like
Fuck,
raw pace
so
offers you beauty
insane.
to it. But then there's you where it's like that ledge has been there for 30 years, but nobody has kissed it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has grinded it or did it a special variant to that ledge. It's now new. There's
Different
now
kind of
new eyes
kiss.
for it. So, you know what I'm saying? Kissed it, like blessed it. You know what I'm saying? So you, Tanner, it's a thank you and a nod and a salute for making sure that this thing has more entertaining, intricate pieces to it. Thank
Well,
you for
thank you
not
so much,
copy and
man.
pasting and continuing and, you know, just offering the new for it. You know, there's kids that'll get into you that'll be like, wow, you don't have to literally harm yourself. You can just actually process a little harder. No, seriously, bro.
That shit
You
gonna harm you still, but
no,
yeah,
hell
yeah.
yeah, you get
It's
broke
not
off.
as
Don't think
it's
I'm
not as
talking about
likely every try. It's just not as likely every try.
exactly. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying. But that's what I'm saying. That there's
of
like a
course
beauty
though.
in being
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
if you process harder thinking and actually breaking it down and caring about it, you can add to it, and that's what you've done. So somebody like me that has had to watch 10 billion skate videos every day of his life
Watch more
for
skate
work.
parks than anybody.
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. When my Alzheimer's kicks in, I'm gonna be juiced. I'm gonna be like, finally, I can forget this. It plays in my head. Like when Thanos collected all the Infinity Stones and he knew life was over and he won. And he was just like, well, shit. Like, I think like that. So all I have is this, and I love it too much. But I want to just literally say thank you for blessing the streets, son. To be honest with you. Like you really have. And
I'm glad, man. I'm glad everyone enjoys it, and if you don't or whatever, but anyone
exactly.
watching
Hey,
it,
if you
it's all
don't,
good.
and go watch Bernie Mac House Party 3 at around, I think it's 26 minutes in. He told you what could happen if they don't like him. With handcuffs on and super glue on their lips. That's what he said. He's crazy. Bernie Mac was one of the craziest people that ever existed ever. Hold on.
100%.
Right. Do you hear this? Do you hear this?
Yeah.
You hear the beat?
No.
You don't hear the beat?
No. Where the beat?
What
Where
beat?
the beat?
The audio and the thing. This producer talk to me. Okay. Oh wait. Audio settings. In audio, and then go to output. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Tanner, you hear it?
No
beat? Okay.
No.
What? Huh? Media player. Should I play it from disc? Okay. Which one should I put it to then? Because I want to do this. Okay. 1 second. We're gonna get this right. Because I'm gonna do a million bars. You hear, you not a producer.
I'm ready.
Not none of that, but I'm gonna do it.
Nah. One day they're gonna see me pop out. It's just not ready to hit the masses really yet,
There you go. That's
I'm in the beginning phases.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
gonna get there though. They're gonna see it.
They're gonna see it. One day. You feel me? What you eating, bro? It look good.
This spicy pasta with grilled chicken.
Ooh.
It's almost like nah, that's gassing it. I don't know what it's like really. Kind of remind me like a fresher version of like those like noodle chicken and veggie things you would have growing up, like the mixed like I don't know what that shit would be called, bro. I don't know. It's good though. It's like a spicy pasta. It's not Cajun, but it's like
it's got a little tang to a little twist to it.
Yeah, it's got some hits in it. A little spicy.
You didn't say output, son. You said input. You didn't say output. I didn't change the output. I changed the input. That's why. It's out. No, I'm saying. I'm not in Discord. I'm a media player. We're going to get this right. Hold on. Just give it a second, Tanner. I want you to hear this so I can do this million bars real quick. I'm about to freestyle. I'm not confused. Faded line, you don't know me. Hey. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm going to try this beat again. Where my downloads at? Oh, I shouldn't click that. That link is crazy. I was doing my thing with that link. All right. What about now? I hear this?
Yeah, Chat. I hear it.
You hear a beat?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, this one deep pause. Yo. Million bars. I gotta rap like Larry June. Hey.
Yeah.
Pull up, skirt, get in the whip. Yeah, she a fly little ish. Bad little thing and she like to twerk. 2010, I was hitting my jerk. 2011, I was selling the work. 2012, in the bed, she's I can't talk about that. Too clean when I'm in the classic all black. Fitted cap on while I'm in New York. Smart young dude and I ain't no dork. Yeah, and I'm getting that money. I do the ha, but I ain't that funny. If you playing with me, I might pull out that K. Just like when Dex on the screen, I'll spray. They don't want to play with a boy like me. Fly young boy from the Bay, I'm cheap. Hey, loud mouth, but I'm low key. In the streets, you don't know me. Hey, you don't know me like T.I. Flight Guy. Oh, 314, that's pie. Eat that like a piece. Hey, but you can't have a piece of my pizza. Oh, I'm in the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Hey, and you know I got a Visa MasterCard. I discovered, he Riley brother. Got the same mother. They went discovered new spots, kept it hot, all up on the block. I ain't a producer, shut up. He on Weekend. He said, you said decent graphics, boy. Yeah, we tweaking. Better watch it, you speaking. I thought decent was a nice word. Listen,
yeah.
I said I'm spitting, I'm gifted, I'm different, I'm hard, I'm on the block, the bull, Lavar, avenues in the streets. I'm on deep beats. Everybody know that I'm spitting that heat like Miami. I'm gonna get a Sammy in New York. I said I'm all up in the deli for my belly. Then I meet with the homeboy Schmelly. Then I meet with the homeboy Schmelly. We in my little king. Everything that I'm doing is not real. G Code know the deal with my boy Tanner B. Grinding and wine and we over it. It's over. The beat ended. I seen the timer on beat ended. But yeah,
man,
that was gas.
That shit went stupid.
That was stupid, bro. It went viral, bro. All right, yo, Tanner, thank you so much, family. Get back to living your life. Appreciate your time. This is Grinding Unwind, episode 51. Legendary dude. If you haven't peeped any of his stuff, please go watch it. This is somebody that's going to give you more to experience with skateboarding. Shout out everything you got going on. Hope you win.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, bro. And thank you, everyone who came in, checked it out, man. W's in the fucking chat, you know?
W's in the chat.
W's in the fucking chat. Come on.
You're going to have one of the most bleeped out episodes I've had, period. No, Strobeck got you beat. It's all right. Your shit going to be silent like a Tupac verse on the radio. You ever listen to a Tupac song?
The clean version of Bad Bitches?
Wait, hit him up, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, bad, yeah.
I love bad. That's my bye. They can't say shit in that song.
It's all good. Yeah, we out of here.
Much love, bro.